here to talk to you about depression. Did you know that depression accounts for 99% of all mental illness diagnoses? Did you also know that depression is the leading cause of disability for people ages 15 to 44? Depression is a serious illness and shouldn't be dismissed just because it's not a physical illness. Especially as depression kills more people each year than homicide. One way to help stop this epidemic is to educate people, much like yourselves, about how depression affects your life and the lives of people around you. Depression is a severe illness that affects you in a multitude of ways, including your mental health, your physical health, and your social life. I would like to talk to you about how depression affects multiple aspects of your life. The first being the primary way depression affects you, which is your mental health. It affects your brain circuits that control your moods. Extreme negative emotions overtake your mind, and unfortunately, there is no way to help yourself except to seek mental help. It affects the brain circuits that control your mood. Extreme negative emotions overtake your mind, and unfortunately, there is no way to pull yourself out of it without seeking medical treatment. In some cases, the outside event may trigger depression, may only affect your mental state for a short period of time. In both long-term and short-term depression, anxiety and reclusiveness usually accompany depression, which you should be aware of. According to the American Psychiatric Association, your symptoms must last at least 2 weeks to be considered acute or situational depression, and a few months to be chronic or long-term depression. Now that we have talked about the central way depression affects you, we will move on to the secondary way depression affects you, your physical health. Physical health is not usually something you think about when you think of depression. But if depression goes untreated for long periods of time, it will start to resonate in your body. People can lose sleep or sleep too much. People have been known to lose their hair, loss of interest in your activities, and even your immune system can be compromised. Now that we have talked about how depression affects you, both mentally and physically, I will talk about how your social life is affected by depression. On top of being mentally and physically affected by my depression, my social life also took a blow. I stopped seeing my friends. I stopped talking to my family. My social life took such a hit that I had to rebuild these relationships. Luckily, I have friends that are very understanding, and my family was very understanding, and they helped me through the situations I was dealing with. Relationships can take many months to be built, many years to be built, and in a few days could be ruined. If you surround yourself with positive people, like your friends and your family, this will help you through your depression. Depression is a serious illness that affects your life in a multitude of ways, namely your physical health, your mental health, and your social life. After learning of the different ways this illness can affect you and your friends and family, please remember to check on the people you care about. Thank you.